What is up, bro? It's me, Josh here, and in today's video, I'm bringing you one of the best games I've ever had in the Montana. It's not the best game I've ever had, but one of the best games I ever had, and it was a monster of a game. We're on Shatter. The best part about this game was we were top tier division, Montana, Moskva, and Nigerian, so a really, really good balanced division. We have a radar, we have a really strong destroyer that has good smoke, and we have a really strong Montana as a battleship. Now, the Montana gets kind of the rep of being a weak tier 10 battleship, but honestly, in my opinion, the Montana is the best cruiser killer, it's the best destroyer killer, it's the best AA platform out of any of the tier 10 battleships, but it loses the battle against both the Yamato and the Kurfürst 1v1, so it kind of gets the rep of being a semi-weak battleship. But I love this battleship. It's probably one of my two top favorite tier 10s to play, the Montana and the Minotaur. Easily my two favorite ships to play at tier 10 if I am playing tier 10 gameplay. I just love those ships right now. And this thing, I've been having monster games in the Montana. This thing just absolutely crushes, and you can see why in this game. So this game was kind of a matchmaking gif. It was crazy. We were top tier, and we were the only tier 10s. Everything else was either tier 8 or tier 9. And everything else, there's so many cruisers. The only two DDs. One was a cab, so he either was going to be really annoying on our side or kind of, we didn't have to worry about torps. It's kind of the main thing I was worried about. So we went A. Almost our whole team spawned C, and I hate C cap on this map. I hate C cap. If you can see this map, this island on C cap, absolutely just slows down that map. I hate it. It's such a slow map. It's such a slow cap, and I think A and B are where this map is won. I just hate going C cap, so I'm like, hey, we're the top tier div. Even if we see 3, 4, 5 ships with a Moskva shooting its AP, or even HE, with the gearing throwing us some cover, and especially with us seeing the cab go mid, I figured we could either 3v5 or 3v6 or something like that, because I can tank, the Moskva can tank, we can just kind of pure damage down anything. So that's what the plan was. We're gonna go A, the whole team is going C, and we kind of have like a weird kind of battle for B, I guess. So our champion started pushing B, and I was going to try to give him as much cover. These two New Orleans with the cab were pushing B, so I was hoping this guy wouldn't just get shredded, but I was really hoping to help out and just absolutely delete these guys. And this New Orleans kind of juked me a little bit with some tank strats. He slowed down a decent amount and kind of said nope, nope, nope. If he would have been a little forward, like right here, I think he would have been absolutely gone on that first salvo, because the Montana is just an absolute beast. The best part about this is we're kind of pushing up. Our gearing laid decent smoke, and I don't think anything really even knows I'm here. Or maybe if they're paying attention, they can see the division. But the Moskva and me are both just kind of chilling. So we get a lot of ships over at C-Cap, a lot of our ships, a lot of their ships. So at a certain point, I was hoping to kind of get a couple hits in and a couple kills, and we just kind of push right through, which is kind of what we end up doing. But there's a point where, we have, I think, something off to our left, one of the ships. I think it's in a Buki or something like that. And I was really hoping to, like, all right, let's start putting some pressure. There's only a couple ships over here. The Montana is a pretty good sniper for a tier 10 battleship. It's pretty freaking accurate, but you can only sit in one spot for so long. So I figured I'd start putting some pressure on things, push a little forward, and start taking some names and start laying out some cruisers. So I think this poor little New Orleans is going to be our first one that we take out. Sitting broadside, he had no idea I was there, didn't even know that salvo was out, and we're going to send him to port. All right, bud. Back to port you go, and hope you enjoyed your game. Montana versus a tier 8 cruiser that's sailing relative broadside, doesn't know I'm there, had no idea what to do. That's going to be a GG no reason. So there's kill number 1, first blood. I think we dropped like a 30k salvo on him, or 20-some K salvo, so pretty freaking good. And yeah, we capped A. But I still need to put on some pressure. So we got a Frederick in front of us, which is pretty scary. A Donskoy, which is scary for my DD. Their team had a ton of radar. I think they had 9 raiders on their team, so that was kind of a worrisome thing, especially with us only having 2 DDs. It was pretty important for us to kind of keep them safe as much as we could. But everything decided to just sail broadside for me. There's a nice, massive 18, almost 19k salvo on our Frederick. The Donskoy is pushing up. And really, if we kill him, like, I'm not too worried about the Amagi. I'm not too worried about the Frederick. We know there's a New Orleans still in the middle. Well, it's a 2 New Orleans div. But other than that, we can kind of just start putting some pressure on these guys. And this Amagi, I feel bad for this guy. He loves sailing broadside, and I think we ended up doing, like, we did a massive amount of damage to this guy. But this just shows how strong the Montana is. I mean, the Montana is a beast. 31k into Amagi, sailing broadside, just an absolute wreck. We're already at, and I think in 3 salvos at 80k damage. Or maybe 4 salvos, but still. Pretty monstrous. This thing's just so good. I wanted to turn right. I remember that. I wanted to turn right, but I didn't know where that Yugamo was. I think at that certain point, I didn't quite know where it was, so I was a little worried about really pushing towards mid. And these guys are almost 13k off that Amagi, so that guy's donated about 40-some K damage. And appreciate you, man. But yeah, we're starting to lose a couple ships. We lost Rune, which kind of stinks. Akuda's off. I'm really just hoping that our team on the sea side gets some good trades. We had 3 Bismarcks over there. We had our Benson over there. We had our Azuma over there. So we have a lot of ships over there, but they were not getting any trades. So I figured, all right, I farmed 100k damage on this side. I mean, we just lost another guy on that side. Like, we've had the only kill, and it's not been on our side. So we really needed to start heading that way and give those guys some support, because they are just basically losing the game right now. So time to kind of go beast mode and start getting a little bit in a better position, and hopefully start taking a couple more ships off the scoreboard for the enemy team. So down goes the Amagi. I mean, I think we took him down in like 4 salvos by ourselves. So kill number 2 already. We have the 2 kills of the game so far for our team, and really kind of hoping that, one, that Frederick doesn't really take a liking to me and just absolutely wreck me. We see a couple monster hits over there too, which is pretty nice. I mean, with 3 Bismarcks being over there, we're gonna hopefully do a decent amount of damage to those guys. But I was hoping to get some more kills than 0 from them. That was just the downside. I think we're a little bit behind on this Donskoy, but that's all right. I'm gonna basically start pushing straight into B cap. That's what we need to do, and we got the Moskva and the Chappie going in, taking out the New Orleans. So I had nothing really else to shoot at. So call it a kill, steal, call it whatever you want. But another kill to get off the board is always a good thing. And I think we get him for about 500 damage. 507, I'll take it. He kills the kill. Sorry, RCN, I think I stole that from you. But regardless, it's good. We've now taken the lead, actually. We're pushing into B-cap. There's not much they can really do. There was some really good communication with my div mates, too. I remember talking in Discord with them if this guy was moving or not, because he does have torps, and I was a little bit worried, but he basically pushed up and going broadside, and he knew I was here, too. I'm surprised he did this, but yeah. Broadside to Montana, not going to do very well. There's 4 kills, 5 citadels already, 153k damage. This thing, yeah, you're going to have some trouble against Yamatos. You're going to have trouble against some Fredericks and stuff, or some Kurfürst and, you know, other battleships. But man, this thing just wrecks the rest of the team. I mean, you can obviously destroy a Yamato too if he gives you a decent enough angle and everything. But really, this is a ship that it was my first tier 10 I ever got, and I'm really falling back in. Oh, I remember that salvo right there. I was super bummed because I had so many hits for no damage. No damage, because I think my highest damage game is about what? It's about 280k damage or something like that. And I think we would have been a lot closer than what we were in this game. If maybe that salvo would have given us a little bit. To me, that was a 10k salvo, easy. Broadside, but we got kind of robbed. But it happens, so it's all good. We basically just need to keep pushing through, though. So what's kind of happened is our team has slowed them down. C is such a slow cap. Don't go there on this. Let them have C. They can have it. We sent almost over half of our team there, and they didn't cap it. All they did was die, and they ended up just capping it anyway. So let them have C cap. Trust me. Just take A and B, and just basically win the game. But what we're doing right now, is I'm pushing full through. I think even our DD at some point asked, "Do you want smoke?" And I'm just like, "Nah, I'm just gonna go forward." I'm worried about the two DDs. They haven't been spotted for a little while. There's the cab right there, but the Yugumo is the one I'm kind of more worried about. The cab is a beast, but the Yugumo's torps are gonna be something that kills me like a lot quicker than just cab guns. Um, so I'm basically just gonna go forward. That's all I'm worried about. There is a Des Moines somewhere that I'm really worried about. That thing can absolutely just shred not only me and the rest of my ships, but it has radar, and it's really, really good to get that off the map. I think we've taken almost all. I think they have a Donskoy and a Des Moines left, so trying to line up this shot right here on the Des Moines, because if he gives me any kind of broadside, and he actually got really, really lucky on this, because if it would have been a bit of a tighter dispersion, I think he would have been gone. Even on that shot, just getting a 16K, a little bit tighter dispersion, and I really, really think he would have been absolutely just shredded on that. So he got lucky, but it's all right still. Took a decent amount of damage. Our Moskva took a torp right there, but it's kind of all right. But you really need to put some pressure on that Des Moines. So we did. We pushed him away, and he couldn't really do too much. So still pushing though, and we just keep losing guys. That was like kind of the worst part. We just kept losing guys. And but we've really, really beat up this team. We're at 175K, putting a ton of pressure on them, pushing right through B cap. We have 2 caps, which is good, and we have 2 destroyers. I think ours are stronger and healthier with the Benson and the gearing. The one thing was our gearing played a little cautious this game, and during certain points, I really kind of needed him to be a bit more in front when he wasn't. And a little bump there, the real Pute, front of the stream. Took a little extra little salvo for him, so appreciate that, Pute, but all is good, man. But yeah, it sucked to take a little extra 16K hit, but it didn't really matter in the end. Yeah, keep pushing through. I got really uneasy here. We can see kind of on the 9 line that's where the Yugumo was, so I assume he's kind of over there. I was really hoping a Benson could probably take out Yugumo, especially with, I mean, I'm surprised the Yugumo was at least spotted and took like no damage that entire time. That was kind of a bummer. But it is what it is. But yeah, he's been basically just wrecking our team over here. I think he's got a kill already, or the cap has a kill. The Yugumo's probably putting some decent damage in though, but their team's pretty beat up. Ours is pretty healthy, at least our division is. And having a tier 10 Montana with a lot of life, I mean, we're doing all right, and especially with the supporting destroyer. So, as you can see in the game chat, I said sorry for Pute, and then somebody in his division said, "Yeah, you're probably the first player I've ever seen do that." So, saying sorry for bumping into him. It was my bad anyway. I was kind of zoomed in. So, what, 12K or something like that on this cab? See, there's the Yugumo, and I really, really needed him to die. So, I really, really wanted him to die. I put a massive, nice little almost 6K hit into the cab. So the Montana can just absolutely shred up every ship. It really is. And when I say it's the best destroyer killer, I mean it can be really, really accurate, and you can absolutely just dunk on destroyers. I got really bummed here. If I'd have been going a little bit slower, I bet you I would have smashed this guy again. We only got our back turrets off, so I think we even like hit him with an extra citadel. Our shots are just on today. Shots and dispersion in this game were just on. Yeah, we slinged him with another citadel. Probably if we got our front turrets, he'd probably be dead. But again, we pushed him away, which is really, really important. And we're almost at 200K right here. 2 devastating strikes, First Blood, High Caliber, and Confederate. So that's pretty good. And right there, that was a big turning point in this game, and I was really, really bummed. We lost 2 ships really quick. We lost our Moskva. We lost our Benson. And yeah, we had a bad time for a while. So I needed RDD to like move up. That's basically what I needed him to do. I needed him to kill the Yugumo. I could kill everything else. I needed him to kill the Yugumo, and he played super cautious here. He was really focused on capping, which is fine, but the Yugumo was the thing that was gonna murder me. So I really, really needed him to go there. Luckily, our Benson put in some torps on that Yamato. I think he even gets some with flooding at the end, but some massive torps as he was dying. So that's pretty awesome. An extra little bit of damage, and right now we're trying to just chilling here, but that really, really sucks. Because the Yugumo I'm sitting in one spot, and that guy can absolutely just shred me with torps. As you can see in game chat, I was telling Argerian that if he doesn't push up and kill that destroyer, I'm gonna die. So I took 2 torps right here, and I have to sit on the flood for just a little bit, which isn't the worst. But we were taking a little bit extra damage, and if I just sit here, I'm just gonna eventually die, especially like a fire or another flood or something like that. It's just gonna kind of be the end of me. Finally, I got to repair, so I can repair most of this, and but I was a little worried right here. We lost some ships. The DD was still at large, and there wasn't anything really going to kill him, and that was probably like the worst part of this game. The part I was really nervous. I thought I was going to lose a 200k plus damage game. Although we had a massive lead, and we had some ships kind of pushing around. It's kind of funny that I think the 2 ships north, as you can see, pushing through B, were the ships that spawned all the way over here. So their game was they spawned at C, pushed C for the first easily 10 minutes of the game, and then pushed all the way around through B, and then went north, and we're chasing this guy to the Kingdom Come. So, and I thought this was kind of funny right here too. I didn't even shoot because I figured our DD had him, and he was on fire. But my my secondary snuck us out a Kraken right there, so that was kind of cool. So Kraken, which is pretty awesome, and close quarters. So we have 7, 6 medals. We have 7 total with the 2 devastating strikes. So pretty insane game for just right now. And 5 kills, all those medals, pretty freaking insane. Really good game, and we're still just gonna keep pushing. We lost one of the battleships pushing north. I think we may even lose one more, I think. 4 versus 3, we have a massive lead. I'm still doing all right, and just like that, another 8,500. So we're doing really good. We got 2 cruisers. We have the cab. The cab is rolling heal too. I haven't tried rolling the Cabarops with the heal yet, and kind of interesting if you guys let me know in the comments below if you guys have rolled the heal on the cab, if you guys like it or don't like it. I think smoke is still better, but it was kind of interesting to see him rolling the heal. Was actually kind of cool. So I mean, look at that dispersion. Like that's what the Montana can do, and that's why I really enjoy this. The Montana is the best cruiser killer and DD killer at tier 10. I don't care what anybody says. For battleships, let me just preface that. For battleships, I really think it's the best. It's just super accurate. There's 12 big shells going out. I mean, the Yamato is going to hit harder, I think, at worse angles, but the amount of like main bat, I mean, we had like what, we had 81, I think, 81 main bat hits on the Montana. That's insane. That's insane. Main bat hits, 7 citadels, 6 kills, 241k damage, like an insane base XP. Pretty freaking crazy. Awesome game in the Montana. A ship I'm loving playing more and more. Really enjoying it. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what your favorite ship is to play right now. Mine is probably the Montana. Montana Minotaur. It's tier 10. And those things are just an absolute blast to play. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys are really enjoying playing. And guys, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed this video. A monster Montana game. Really had fun playing the game. Kind of got a little closer than probably needed to. Kill-wise, scoreboard-wise, we had a pretty decent lead the whole time. But a lot of fun. But until next time, guys, good luck out there. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.